It's about that time, and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Now, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets. And every single week, you gotta pick this.
I think it's finally time. I think it's time to flow. I think it's time to start this podcast so they can know the right tips and strategies that bring success. It calls heaven on earth and our busyness. But this is all true because he changed the game and brought the kingdom to every soul representing his name. Now position yourself in him to be blessed and bring heaven on earth in your busyness. It's about that time and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Nah, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets. And every single week you gotta pick this. It's about that time and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Nah, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets. And every single week you gotta pick this.
Welcome to Kingdom Marketing Secrets, where you'll hear the best tips, tactics, and takeaways, and any other cool words starting with T, so you can advance your business online the Kingdom way. Welcome your host, Christopher Harold.
It's about that time, and then it's going down, and we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Nah, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets, and every single week you gotta peep this. What's up, everybody? What's going on, y'all? I'm so excited to be before you today for episode 74 of the Kingdom Marketing Secrets podcast. As you should know by now who I am, your host with the most, Mr. OD, Mr. Over Deliver himself, and Kingdom Marketing Superman himself, guys, Christopher Harold. And welcome, guys. I'm excited to be before you today. We got a lot of cool things to talk about in today's episode. So let me get right into it. All right. If you're checking me out for the first time, where have you been? Where have you been? But if you are, you've made it to the right place. Kudos to you. Do not go anywhere. Be sure to you subscribe to this podcast. All right. Leave me a review and definitely share it with others. All right. Now, before we get started, I have a big announcement to share. And then we're going to dive into this real cool topic where I'm going to talk about 3 keys to becoming a top earner. 3 keys to becoming a top earner. And it's going to be really good, really good, really good. So, but before I do that, it's the end of 2020. I don't know when you listen to this podcast, but right now we are in the last month of 2020. And I have decided to do one final money and marketing masterclass. Yes. And we're going to do a special 5-day money and marketing masterclass. If you haven't heard by now, you know, this is the number one challenge, the number one masterclass today for Christian entrepreneurs, kingdom entrepreneurs, Christian business owners, faith-based business owners, purpose-driven business owners, and entrepreneurs. It is the number one masterclass or challenge of 2020. And I'm excited by the thousands of lives who've been impacted by this. And I'm going to do a special 5-day money and marketing masterclass kicking off on December 7th. December 7th. So what does that mean is that you need to go and get your spot ASAP. All you need to do is go to moneyandmarketingmasterclass.com, moneyandmarketingmasterclass.com. And hey, check this out. I'm going to do it absolutely at no charge. You heard me right. It's going to be free. So go and the last time I did this, after one day, we had tons of people said, I've invested in multi-millionaires programs. Now, I'm not going to name drop. They said some people, if I said their names, you'd be like, what? And they said they didn't come anywhere close to the impact that I had on them after one day. That's not me bragging. That's just fact. There is not another masterclass or challenge a day that has the same amount of impact that will have not only on your business, but on your life. So do not miss this. Go and register now for the final Money and Marketing Masterclass. Go register at moneyandmarketingmasterclass.com. And like I said, I'm going to do it at no charge. All right, we're kicking off December 7th. Get your spot ASAP. And I look forward to seeing you on the masterclass. If you seriously are ready to create a profitable kingdom business that attracts new clients online in a fast and predictable way. If you are, go register now. All right. 3 keys to becoming a top earner. And the beautiful thing is that I can speak from this because it's not bragging or boasting, but I guess you would consider me a top earner. I mean, our business this year is in the top income bracket, whatever that means, in the U.S. And God has done some amazing things in a short amount of time with our business. I mean, crazy things, right? And I kind of teach you some of these things in the masterclass and inside God's masterpiece and everything like that. But let's talk about the 3 keys to becoming a top earner, because I actually shared some of this recently, I believe too, with a lot of our God's masterpiece, which is our private mastermind for the really, really, really serious kingdom entrepreneurs looking to go to a whole nother level very quickly. And I was just talking to them, and I was talking to my wife about this recently as well, because there's nothing that you cannot do or accomplish, right? Meaning that if I can have success, you can have success. If somebody else can have success, you can have success, right? Typically, there are laws, and I talk about laws a lot, principles, and in this case, keys, right? And what's a key? Think of the word key. I should have brought my key in here, but I don't have a key, but just use your vivid, awesome imagination and think of a key. Well, if you have a key, right, you can have, if I gave you a whole set of keys, right? Keys are good to have. However, keys are useless if they don't have the right lock to go into, right? If I gave you keys and just say, I randomly threw you keys and say, here, these are the keys to my house, but I didn't tell you where my house was, right? The keys will not do you any good. So, meaning that you have to have the right lock or mechanism in place for those keys to work for you, right? It has to be the right fit. Don't forget that. So, 3 keys to becoming a top earner. And I'm assuming that you will love to become a top earner. I mean, I don't know anybody who wants to be in business and fail or not, create a profitable business, right? So I'm assuming, taking that assumption, it could be a dangerous leap for me, but I'm taking that assumption. All right. So I wrote these down. First key, and this is so important, is that you have to take control of your lead generation. And there's 2 ways to do it. You could pay someone like me to do it for you, or you could join my master classes, join my God's Masterpiece, join my academies, and discover how to do it yourself, right? But you need to take control. You cannot depend on organic only. You cannot depend on other third-party entities or forces to build a business for you, to help you become a top earner. You have to take control. For example, it's very difficult and challenging for you to go out and build a business absolutely for free, relying on social media, organic alone. It's very challenging because why? You don't have any control. If the owner of those platforms, all of a sudden, they do it all the time. You ever heard of ping and swap, Google slap, Facebook slap, and on and on. Whenever they want to change up things, they can do it. And if you have depended and built your business just on these platforms alone, organically alone, where you have no control or say what opens and shuts, that's very dangerous ground to be on. So you don't want to do that. So you never want to build a business relying on third parties or something you don't have any control over. Right? And if you're trying to teach others and you're spamming people or spamming groups or inboxing people, or the thing that irks me so much, you post and you tag everybody. That irritates me so much. Stop tagging people. Stop spamming. Stop it. It makes me mad. But if you're doing that, it's not very attractive. And you're not going to be attract a lot of people to your business that way. So you need to take control. Like I said, discover how to market. Learn. It's two ways. You can pay someone like me and my team to do it for you, or you join my programs, join my masterclasses, right? And we teach you how to do it. All right. The second is develop a new skill.